You got mail.
I've sent risky consensual texts.
5 hours to send
You know that 30 seconds when you send a girl a text she wanted?
Oh, man.
Waiting for a response? Imagine dial-up in 1999 and you sent yourself jerking off to a kid.
That's crazy.
Dude.
So that woman, her daughter ran into the room screaming that this PA, I forgot his name, was like, yo, he sent me a fucking video of this. And the mom didn't call the cops, didn't alert anyone, was just like, I'm going to keep my daughter away from him.
Crazy.
Nice. Well, how do you guys feel about Drake Bell, one of the co-stars of Drake and Josh? Because in his case, it's, you know, these cycles repeat themselves. And unfortunately, he, you know, was caught texting a 12-year-old girl, fled the country, is now an entertainer reporter. He lives in Mexico full time. He's
Drake Campagna, right? Changes the name.
Yeah, exactly. It's odd. But anyway, point being though, like he was one of these kids that was a victim and he grew up in this broken system. And then he becomes, do you give someone like that grace knowing that he was a product of this shitty environment?
I mean,
grace how?
Well, I mean, obviously what he did is horrible, but I think it's
like we know why. Yeah,
we
it's
know
like he
why
did it because it happened to him, and that sucks. But I mean, come on. There's people who have horrible things happen to them and then don't turn around and do it. And I understand that's why it happened, but I don't think that's there could be a reason that's not necessarily
that's never an excuse. No.
And I heard
R. Kelly was abused. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
he was sexually abused, which is awful, but doesn't
clear it.
There's people who take the steps to make sure that they don't, you know, repeat
don't ever
the cycle.
put that type of pain on somebody else.
Yeah.
We only make jokes on here about my shit. I've never thought or acted. It's never even crossed my fucking mind.
Right.
No, I think this is a unique case.
So I don't have a lot of grace, like, because I did see that once, you know, anytime you watch a documentary, you then go on the internet and do even more deep dives. So I never watched Drake and Josh. I knew who he was, but I didn't know that he also had similar shit that he did to a girl. After I read that, I was like, oh, all right, well, that happened with that. But nah, I don't know if we had the exact same experience. His seemed very excessive, but I've never thought that I would go
and
do that.
I'm not
like, I don't know if it's really an excuse. I get it, but I don't.
I'm not shooting him bail. I'm just trying to attack this from like the other side. Cause you also have to think in your case, it was just fucked up. There was no like success being held over you. Like in Drake's case, it was happening to him, but it was also happening to him in the process that was making him wealthy, a celebrity. Like his trauma was attached to success and like my childhood, my career. So I feel like it meant not that it's belittles anyone else's experience, but I feel like all of his trauma is literally attached to the most successful, the highest point in his life.
Right.
Sure.
That's so ingratiated in his DNA that I feel like that's just it. I don't know. I don't know how
he was
to
groomed
articulate it, but
it seemed like he groomed that 12-year-old girl because she wanted to be in showbiz or something. They definitely matched.
I guess there's details to that,
really
but like he copped to a felony child endangerment. Like I don't think you pleaded that unless there was people were like he didn't. Oh, I never sent the picture and it wasn't sexual. It's like if I didn't do anything, there's no way I'm going to settle for felony child endangerment. So something happened.
Never done that.
Get the fuck out of here.
I will sit in prison before I pleaded that.
I do think
text messages he sent.
It's tough to be the face of it, like because I learned, you know, my first thing was like this is horrible, and it doesn't make it not horrible. But when the face of it is also a guy who did it, it's like, well, Jesus, I mean, this is all fucked up. Everybody's an asshole here.
Yeah.
And speaks to just the entertainment system in general.
Like, that's why I say I don't know.
Wicked industry.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I mean, even if things go good, let's say you don't encounter this. The entertainment industry is a motherfucker.
Yeah,
like you putting that on your kid so early. Dude, my kid just yesterday, I was talking to my son. He a couple times in a row, he didn't want to go to martial arts, and he finally just like let it all out and was like, it's too much. I'm doing baseball, basketball. Now I'm doing football, martial arts. I had a test in school. He's 6.
Yeah.
And I was like,
awesome.
I'm done. Like, bro, like it's over. Like martial arts is over, bro. You never have to go again.
Yeah.
So like, even when things are going good, it can be too much for these kids, let alone if it's the absolute worst thing that can happen.
And you keep sending them back to that
place.
Oh
my God. Imagine.
And you're also teaching them in that environment, even as adults, if you're on set as an actor on a sitcom, you are trained to be a silent employee and get the job done.
Yeah,
But
right.
you're here to
right.
show up and work and shut the fuck up.
Everyone's brainwashed, man.
That's tough for adults. You put that on
on a kid,
now you're training their actual brain to exist in the world that way.
right? And that's why they go out and do fucked up shit because that's what they were taught.
But I just still think anyone that wants to work with children should be vetted
To the maximum, bro.
Yeah.
To the
And we're not here to throw that on your jacket, but this just has to be the process.
Bro, even I'm doing like with my son, I'm like kind of an assistant coach, and anytime it's like someone else's kid, I'm just like, I don't know, you can do whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give instruction to my kid.
Yeah.
I'll touch him
You
to like
do whatever you want. You're not mine.
Yeah, like I'm always playing with my kids. Like we'll be at the park and I'm chasing them and touching them. We're playing tag. I'm grabbing them, and then other kids want to do that, and I'm like, nope,
No,
I'm not touching you.
No tag.
Can you be the monster that grabs me? No, not you. You
Can you be the monster that grabs me?
Yeah.
No.
No, Rory and